Please subscribe and click on the notification button so you could get our latest news. Happy listening. Falana asks Buhari, Osinbajo to declare current assets. A human rights lawyer, Mr. Femi Falana's son, has asked the President, Major General Muhammadu Buhari, and the Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, to publicly declare their current assets. This was contained in a statement signed by Falana and circulated by the Social Economic Rights and Accountability Project. It will be recalled that SERAP has demanded that Buhari, Osinbajo, and 36 state governors and their deputies publicly declare any update on their assets declaration submitted to the Code of Conduct Bureau. Falana, in a statement obtained by the Punch on Tuesday, faulted the president's claim for not declaring his assets, saying it is contrary to the 1999 Constitution of Nigeria as amended. The Federation of Information Act and African Character on Human and People's Rights. He said the presidency has claimed that there is no law in Nigeria mandating President Buhari to declare his assets publicly. With due respect, this cannot be the correct position of our law. As far as the law is concerned, the word declaration means a formal statement, proclamation, or announcement, especially embedded in an instrument. The combined effort of the Constitution, FAR Act, and the African chapter is that all public officers ought to voluntarily announce publicly their assets. Declaration, even without prompting from civil society group like SERAP. In the alternative, the Code of Conduct Bureau is bound by law to make them available to members of the public. In fact, the law compared by the Constitution to make asset declaration of public officers public is the FAR Act. With the FAR Act, there is no longer secrecy in government, including the asset declaration made by all public officers. Even private citizens can no longer in secret or commit to secrecy, as it is required by public officers to register their biometrics data for the purpose of acquiring international passports, telephone lines, and opening of bank accounts. The bank verification number, commonly called BVN, a biometric identification system implemented by the Buhari administration, has ended secrecy of banks' accounts, thereby curbing illegal bank transactions in Nigeria. I therefore urge President Buhari and Vice President Osinbajo to show strong leadership by immediately declaring their assets to SERAP. This will end the secrecy that continues to surround asset declaration in Nigeria. The secrecy has over the years been used to hide corruption, stolen money, and assets. This has to stop in Nigeria. Well, this is the request of Femi Falana, the activist, asking President Buhari and Osinbajo to declare their assets publicly. We've not gotten any response. According to him, what he said, the presidency said, was that there was no law binding them to declare their assets. When Buhari started initially, when he was campaigning, I remember him saying that he can declare his assets publicly, this and that. Well, if you have not stolen Nigerian money and you have nothing to hide, there is no problem declaring your assets publicly so the masses can know what you had before you became the president and what you have now, to be able to compare if really what you've been paid in office has brought you those new flocks of goods and things you might have acquired in this period that you have been the president. I don't think it's a big thing If there is nothing to hide, if you have nothing in if you have no skeleton in your cupboard, if there's nothing to hide, I don't think it's a big deal to declare what you have. So Osinbajo and President Buhari, I think it's a good thing, it's a welcome development, and I lend a voice, in my opinion, to what Falana has said. Please declare your assets publicly. And I want to speak to fellow Nigerians to hear your view on what you think on the matter. Do you think it is right for them to declare their assets publicly before and since they became leaders in Nigeria? I want to hear your thoughts. Just leave your comments respectfully in the comment section so that we can look at this together. And this is a democratic government where we are free to express, to speak up, and to say what we think is right or wrong. I want to appreciate everyone for listening. Thank you very much. For those of you who have subscribed, God bless you. Thank you. For those of you who have not subscribed, please do. This help our message and the news to travel far so others can know what is going on in Nigeria. Thank you very much for listening, and do have a wonderful day, and God bless. Bye.